Well, a round of applause to the Black Stars as they've made the country proud. A very big day in the history of the country as the team returns to the World Cup after missing out in 2018. Well, the big news tonight is that the Black Stars would officially be in the 2022 FIFA World Cup draw, courtesy an away goal following a pulsating 1-1 draw against Nigeria at the Mashood Abiola Stadium in Abuja on Tuesday night. Thomas Partey's early goal was cancelled out by a penalty from captain on the night William Troost Ekong, and Ghana managed to hold on to secure a place in this year's World Cup.
Manuel Dennis, of course, wasn't there either for the Super Eagles. Comes out to Partey, hits it well, it's gone in under the goalkeeper. And Thomas Partey gives Ghana the lead here. A stunned silence descends on the stadium in Abuja because the Black Stars have that precious away goal. And it's Thomas Partey who gets it. He's already proven in this qualifying campaign that he can do real damage shooting from distance. That time, well, maybe it's a shot that should have been saved by the goalkeeper. It went right through Uzoho. And it's first blood to Ghana. An absolute nightmare for the Ammonia Nicosia goalkeeper. Short and very poor first touch by Etibo. It's completely taken the sting out of that set-piece opportunity. Dennis. Troost Ekong flighting it up towards the edge of the box, headed away by Idrisu Baba. Calvin Bassey. New look left flank for the home team this evening, with Calvin Bassey and Ademola Lookman both starting for the first time for the Super Eagles. Here is Lookman. Down he goes. Big appeals for a penalty for the Nigerian supporters. The referee was right there. He's not interested. It's still alive though. Lookman playing it in, looking for Onyeka. Still alive for Nigeria. Saved by the goalkeeper. We'll take a close look. Now remember, there was a penalty decision that was overturned by the VAR in the first leg in Kumasi. Nigerians thought they had a penalty then, it wasn't given. This is the incident here. Ademola Lookman has the ball. Daniel Amartey on one side. It's Dennis Odoi who comes in from the other side and appears to catch the Nigerian player. Does he play the ball? It is a very difficult call for the referee. It is a very big call indeed. It's a penalty. Nigeria have the spot kick and a chance to get themselves back on level terms on the night. Goodness me, well, Ghana's World Cup qualifying campaign has been a story of penalties in some respects. They stand to attention down in the Nigerian technical area. A massive moment in this game, in this tie, and for Nigeria's World Cup hopes. Troost Ekong from the spot, confidently dispatched. Wollacott went the other way. And the skipper makes it 1-1. And Nigeria right back in this. It's difficult to break down, they've worked ever so hard. It's not a team with many superstars in it, especially when you take Andre Ayew out. But maybe their one superstar, Thomas Partey, did show up tonight with that early goal, which left Nigeria up against it from the off. Osimhen's header down, no takers. The 5 minutes of stoppage time have come and gone, and Ghana have done it. Ghana have qualified for the World Cup. They have beaten their West African rivals Nigeria on away goals after a tense second leg here in Abuja, which matched the tension of the first leg. We had the goals tonight. Thomas Partey's early opener had Ghana in the driving seat from the 11th minute, and although Nigeria quickly got themselves back on level terms on the night with the penalty from William Troost-Ekong, they couldn't get the second goal they needed. They never really looked like getting the second goal in the second half. And it's the small band of Ghanaian supporters here in Abuja tonight who are celebrating despair for the Nigerians. They will not be there in Qatar after appearing at 6 of the last 7 World Cups. They've just not been good enough over the 2 legs against Ghana. And the Black Stars will represent West Africa in Qatar in November and December. They will be in the draw on Friday night. Some ugly scenes at the end of this game. Disappointment for Nigeria, but take nothing away from the Ghanaians who'll be heading to the World Cup for the 4th time.
All big results for Ghana, but let's check how football fans in Ghana reacted after the game.
Alright, so it's all over here, and the Black Stars of Ghana have managed to qualify for the World Cup in Qatar 2022, and the jubilation is on here at Koko Mlemle, just adjacent the Sadisco traffic light, and you hear the ole oles. To this game, many didn't believe that the Black Stars will manage to qualify over Nigeria after a goalless draw at the Babanyara Sports Stadium. Today, the Black Stars have proven all of us wrong. They've gone to Nigeria, to Abuja to be specific, and have played out a 1-1 draw with the Eagles, and they have secured that slot to go to Qatar and participate in the World Cup. Let's engage some of the supporters here to get there.
Bring it.
What's the feeling right now?
The feeling, I can't explain the feeling. It's too much. I can't explain it. I can't explain it. I can't explain it. We're going to Qatar. We're going. We started and we've made it. Oh, Otrado. You've done well. Otrado has done well. Otrado do all.
So, okay, he's gone. He's excited. Let me just get your mood. So prior to the game, did you have the belief and confidence that the Black Stars were going to win?
I have the belief already. I know we're gonna score. We're gonna score. Partey made it. Oh!
The Black Stars have qualified for Qatar.
Yes.
Tell me about your impression about the way they managed the game throughout the 90 minutes.
Well calculated. The players were good. They were not technically bankrupt. The technical team was so good. So we are all happy.
What do you expect from the team? Do you expect any?
Believing that they will improve from match. They're going to improve. That's our making. We are believing that they will improve. We are so happy. We are all happy, excited.
The party has started. We still want to talk to a lot more people. Tell me about your own. Okay, you don't want to talk. Now let's get inside. And okay, we can engage you. Tell me about, prior to the game, what were you expecting? The last time they played out, you expected the Black Stars to win. That didn't happen. You played a goalless draw. Going to Abuja, what was your expectation going?
We're going to win there, but the last match we played in Kumasi, I think the boys did very, very well. And this is a new team. Don't let us forget about it. The determination, the vim they showed today is just out of this world. And I was very sure they are going to win this match today.
The feeling is something I cannot describe. It's exceptional. It's unprecedented. I cannot describe the feeling right now. So please answer the question.
My brother, like I asked you, what was your expectation going into this game in Nigeria?
I knew there's no way we are going to lose. In this game, you must be tactical, because goalless draw or barring draw or scoring draw, we are in. So our coach was very tactical. He said, listen, we knew who we are going to play against. Let's adopt strategy. Don't forget, the Nigerians are players, but there wasn't any teamwork. We went there with teamwork. That shows our bench were technically better than the Nigerians. They were only mentioning names. Names don't play ball. You need to form a team before you get a win. That's why we are there. We are in Qatar. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you very much.
My brother, first of all, talk to me. My brother,
You give us your name.
my name is Baba Abubakar Adam.
Baba, tell us, how excited are you right now?
My brother, more than the word excitement, but I want to tell my Nigeria brothers, you see what happened? Ghanaians, if we don't have teeth, but it is not biscuit, I am telling you. And football, to Nigerian brothers, football is played with 11 players, not 200 million. You see, before even the game at Kumasi, the game was already predicted. My brother, there is no way Nigeria will qualify in the aspect of the whole Ghana, a football nation like Ghana. We are blessed with quality, natural talent. We don't have to force it.
Nice one.
All we need, patient, calm, and confident, and we are there.
Come on, man. Come
My
on,
brother,
come on, man.
Qatar, they've already given us our slot, and we are there already.
Nice one.
So what do you expect? Do you expect any changes in the team? Are there areas that you think Otuado would have to work on if indeed now we are going to compete at the world stage? Do you see any deficiencies within the setup that needs to be worked on going forward?
Obviously, you know, they are not perfect. They've done well, but there's a room, for improvement. So what we are doing, what we are going to, the advice we are giving to the technical men is that they should make sure that they should improve this team before we go to Qatar. Because we have a lot of loopholes. We have a lot of, areas of problems. They should make sure that we solve that problem before we going forward. I knew Ghana, when we step our foot in Qatar, Ghana will go places.
Well, it was a happy ending, but not so much, because we're getting some information that Nigerian fans did invade the pitch after the referee blew the final whistle, and in the process some Ghanaian fans, journalists and even players were attacked. We'll try and get information on that, but let's just show you a video of how the pitch was invaded at full time. Those were Nigerian fans destroying everything in their way, not so pleased with the results, and resorted to violence. And it's a developing story. So this is what we have currently. What we do know, we can confirm from our two journalists, Muftar Nabila and George Adu Jr., who are at the stadium, that they've been safely escorted by police officers and Nigerian journalists. And so they are trying to get shelter. And what was supposed to be a good night for Ghanaians has been tainted a bit by the act of some of the Nigerian fans. I'll be trying to get you more details on this developing story, but joining us via Zoom is Nana Jiman, who is a football coach and also an analyst as well. Nana, first off, was this a result you expected tonight?
Not at all. Hadn't crossed my mind, and especially the way in which we got it. I mean, 1-1 and the away goal rule never crossed my mind. I was aware that the away goal rule was in existence, but it never crossed my mind we'd qualify like this. But every qualification is a qualification, isn't it?
Definitely, it is. But let's look at the game proper. In that first half, Ghana got the goal really against the round of play, and Nigeria continued in the same spirit that they started pushing Ghana under the cosh and getting the equalizer just minutes after. At that point where Ghana was struggling to, go out of their house, what was going through your mind?
No, I was quite calm at that point, I've got to tell you, because I knew then that a 1-1 was what Ghana needed, and what we really needed to do was ensure that we fortified the back by ensuring that the midfield pair, defensive pair were firm, and they were firm. So I didn't have any problems at all, and especially in the second half, when the substitutions were made, I said, well, yes, the technical team has got this going on. This looks very, very good. So against all of my expectations, yes, but as the game grew on, then you could see that the possibilities were getting bigger and bigger.
And let's come to the second half. Everyone expected Nigeria to come out all guns blazing, but it was Otoado that really surprised many, bringing on 3 substitutes: Elisha Owusu making his debut, Andy Adom, and then Kofi Tre. And it was quite bold from the coach, taking off names such as Jordan Ayew, Fatau Isahaku, and Baba Idrisu.
No, it wasn't bold at all. It wasn't bold at all. The man had read the game, right? When he put those substitutions on, I knew that he was about to change the game. And he did. He read the game very well. Those substitutions at half-time, absolutely what the doctor had ordered. And from there, you could see that created a lot more pressure for the Nigerians. I think the turning point, the real turning point in this match was the goal that was scored by, I mean, it was Osman, but it was adjudged to be offside, and correctly so as well. I think if that goal had stood under a different set of circumstances, then we would have really had like an 80-degree hill to climb. But that goal didn't stand. The impetus was taken away from the Nigerians, and we were able to prevail. I think that a wonderful performance by all the players on the park, like every single player on the park. It's a wonderful performance. We've got seven and so months left now. I think what I've seen in the first match was full of promise. This is much more than that. There's a lot of hope now, because if that technical team can turn around a Ghana Black Stars team that was abysmal, to say the least, and produce this consistently in 2 matches, then I believe we can do something at the World Cup. And I never believed that was possible either. Never believed it was possible. From what I've seen, this technical team now must get a full appointment. You should get a full appointment, 2-3-year contract for everybody, and let's go. Because they've got the fundamentals right. And, there are quite a few players who missed because of injury. And the technical team and coach Otto Addo has one of the most beautifulest headaches you can possibly have with regards to who they are actually going to pick as the squad to line up in Qatar. Because now we've got a lot of players there, many of whom have tasted this kind of thing before but were injured and what have you, and we still have to look at them. But for me, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. I've not been to Qatar before, but I'm looking forward to it now. I've been checking out the hotels and all that kind of stuff even before you got through to me. We're going to Qatar. This is Ghana to the world, as you said. We are going to Qatar.
Indeed, we're going to Qatar, Nanajiman. But just to get you right, you believe that these 4 technical men should be given the job full time?
Yes.
All 4 of them.
Why would we change it now? Why would we change it? Look, it was clear that what had happened before with the return of Milovan was wrong. And thankfully, I give the management of the GFA credit too, because they listened. They listened to people like us who were out there, who were seeing something different to what they were seeing. It made the politicians stand up, because they were using taxpayers' money to support the Ghana Black Stars. They stood up and also remonstrated. And so the GFA took a second look at things and quickly pushed Milovan aside and came up with this combination. And this combination is working. There's no need to change it at all. This is working. These are the people who should take the Ghana Black Stars to Qatar. There's no need to change anything now. It would be a travesty for that to happen. We must stick with these guys. We must stick with Otto, and they will take us to the World Cup. We must support them over the next 7 months. Every FIFA friendly day, there must be a friendly. There's no two ways about that. There must be a friendly. It's not an if or a but. There must be a friendly. The GFA must support the technical team with that, and that must be backed up by government cash, so to speak. I'm saying it quite loosely. It's our cash, but the cash that the government have in their purse strings. You see, that's what has to happen now, because we have a fantastic opportunity to build a really great team. A really great team. I love what I see going on there. I love what I'm seeing going on there. I love it. And trust me, 7.5 months. You look at this team, they've just played 2 games. We have not seen the Black Star play like this for a very long time. Very, very long time. Just 2 games, and look at what they're doing. Give them the next 6 months, and I'm telling you, you've got a serious team. It's a serious team. In fact, a serious squad, because now there's a dearth of talent there. Some who've been there before, but there's even more talent out there yet to be, discovered. And we've got to go back to the likes of Tariq Lamptey as well, see what he's saying. People are upset about Mohamed Salisu, but let's go back to him. It doesn't matter if he's only, it only appeals to him because now we've qualified for the World Cup. It doesn't matter. What matters is what we do at the World Cup, and we need every hand on deck, irrespective of whether they've rejected call-up before. We need every hand on deck, and that's why we must go back to Mohamed Salisu as well, because he may not be in the starting 11, but if something happens between Amati and Djiku, you've also got somebody there who's dependable as well. So a lot to be done. The support must be there for this technical team. They mustn't be hampered in any way at all. They must be given a free rein. They've proved their mettle. They've showed us what they can do. They've brought players on we've just been looking at and talking about and never involved them. And now they've involved them just a couple of games, and just look what has happened. It's marvelous. It's marvelous.
Yeah, it is. Nanajima, let me just wrap up with you on this note. If you were to pick one aspect or area of Ghana's play that you think these technical men have to seriously address heading into the World Cup later this year, what would it be?
Well, that's a very easy question. That's like 2 and 2 making 4, isn't it? It's the striking department, because the goal came from a midfielder, right? And look at where he hit it. That's where I'd expect a striker to hit the ball from. But the fact of the matter is came from a corner. Partey was on the edge of the box, and he just took a shot. And to be quite honest with you, that was a terrible goal to concede by the goalkeepers. Like, seriously, are we paying for that? Because that was a goalkeeping error. That was a bread and butter save. Bread and butter. So, the issue for us here, we're now on the way to the World Cup. Let's not pretend and think that history will mean that this and that, and no. We need to have goal scorers up front now. Goals count. We got away with this one. We still scored 1 goal. We've got to get out of this 1 goal bracket. We have to have options, a variety of players, a wide array of players that can score goals. And the striking aspect of our team needs re-examining. I don't even know if it's been examined before, but it needs re-examining now, right? Because we've got to bring players to Qatar who are strikers, who are on form. It's got to be in fact, every player. You look at this team, it's very nice. Some of them may not go to the World Cup, because right now they've got matches left to play, and it's about who's going to be on form.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Nana Juman, for making time to join us. The big story is that the Black Stars would be in Qatar for the World Cup after drawing 1-1 away at Nigeria, essentially qualifying on away goals rule and on aggregate. Remember, it remains 1-1. And that's the note on which we'll be ending the sports segment here on the Joy News Prime. And I just want to remind you that sometimes it doesn't matter if you are the last. You can jump straight to the first because guess what? Ghana finished as last but two in the Africa Cup of Nations 6 weeks ago, and today the Black Stars became the first African country to secure qualification in the 2022 FIFA World Cup.